With a yo-ho-ho, it's Tale of the Toaster. Welcome back to Let's Play Inazuma 11 Go Light, where in the previous episode we met Almighty Faith School, who 5th Sector has ordered us to lose against in the second round of the Saints Way tournament. And in Mark Evans's pursuit of victory for his team, he's decided to put Victor Blade on the team in order to beat Almighty Faith. But how does the rest of the team feel about the concept of breaking the rules and beating them? Well, let's speak to Adikibia and find out, like. Well, lads, what you think? Are we gonna go up against 5th Sector and proper knack them, like?
This is utterly insane. But of course, Arian and Coach Evans are serious. It's curtains for us.
We haven't a snowball's chance of taking the whole of 5th Sector down.
How are you, mate, old man? You just wound up because Dodge is gone.
Of course he is. He's a striker, just like Dodge was. Michael always looked up to him.
Shut up! Why isn't this eating you up inside? Almighty Faith came here and laughed in our faces. Doesn't that stick in your throat? I wish we could beat those guys.
Well, why don't we? Let's beat them and then go on to win the tournament for football.
Oh, for the love of... Would you just be quiet for once? We can't win. It's against the rules.
So guys, what's it to be? Well, I for one want to take 5th Sector on. I'm going to head down to Riverside to start practicing straight away. Thanks, JP.
Ricardo. Coach, we've been able to play the way we've wanted to play for so long. It really makes me happy. I don't want to stop now. I don't care what happens to me. I just want to take responsibility for myself from now on. As captain, I spent a lot of time thinking about my teammates. But in the end, all I could think about was myself. Now I'm not sure what to do. What the best way forward is. You'll know soon enough, Ricardo. I hope so.
Boom! Always with such impact on this menu, even though we've actually got hardly an objective at all. We literally just have to go to Riverside and find out what happens upon our arrival, which is, as you would expect from a football game, going on a football pitch to practice football, such as dribbling and hardening friendships. Easy breezy!
He's really improving. And yet, if I crush him, all his efforts will have been for nothing. Wow! Easy breezy is sensational! I hope I can learn a special technique like that too. You'll get there eventually, JP. Well, I think you two had better leave it there for today.
Victor? I can teleport! Omae wa mo shinderu! Did you come here to train?
What?
I mean, you'll be playing in the match tomorrow, right?
Sharwind, you didn't really think that I came here to play a fun little game of football with you, did you?
Well, I don't know about that, but I think you do like football.
Me? Like football?
Yeah, you have an incredible shot, and you can't do something like that without training a whole lot. So, yeah, you can't hate it that much.
Football is worthless. How many times do I have to say it before you understand? Football is absolutely worthless.
But it isn't. How can you say that? I know deep down you do like playing. When you're running full speed towards the ball, I know you feel the same rush I do.
Vitya, see if you can get the ball off me.
Wait, Volodya, you're too fast for me.
Oh, Vitya, how will you become a world-class player if you can't even do this? Try a little harder.
Okay, Pokonyam, here I come.
Chosro, that's the spirit, Vitya.
Yeah, this is the best.
Victor, are you okay?
Get away from me. You make me sick. You just want to push your own way of thinking onto everybody else. You don't care what effect it has on them. You'd sacrifice anybody to your precious game. You don't know how it feels to lose the chance to play because of another's actions.
But I just want to play real football. I don't understand why that's such a bad thing.
Just shut up!
Why do you even play football then?
What was that about? Oh well, let's just head home. La vache, this has been one crazy day. I wonder what the other guys are going to decide. I hope they join us. Well, anyway, let's go.
Man, that was the most just downplayed conversation in the whole game. Everyone gave at least one sigh and one oh well at some point in that conversation. But man, Victor, that's the most passion we've ever seen him give towards anything. Got a little flashback towards his childhood with his brother as well. What are his feelings on football? Hey Spotter, thanks for being patient while I was at training. Oh. Ooh. All I've ever wanted was to be honest with football. I thought if I was honest with it, it would give me an honest answer back. But now I've caused all kinds of trouble for everyone. Maybe I was wrong.
Really?
Auntie Sylvia, did you hear me talking to Spotter?
Sorry, I couldn't help it. When I was your age, I had the opportunity to go to all sorts of places and meet lots of different people. A lot of them had different ways of thinking about things, but they all still believed in themselves. If you only believe something's right because everyone tells you it is, well, I think that's a big mistake.
Really?
Yes, the most important thing to consider is what you really want. That's what you should ask yourself, Arian. If you keep trying to do that, I'm sure you'll get your answer.
I guess everyone's trying to work out what they really want right now. I wonder what Victor wants. Well, let's find out.
Volodya, sorry I'm late. How are you?
Move! Come on, legs. Why won't you move? Please, just move like you used to. Just let me step out on the pitch one more time. It was my dream to play in front of the whole world. Football is still everything to me. Even now, I can't give up. I don't want to. I still love football.
Crush Sherwind. That's what you must do if you want your brother's legs to be healed.
What am I worrying about? I know what I want. I knew the day that I joined 5th Sector.
Oh, Vitya, you're here.
Volodya, listen to me. I will get the money for your operation. You should be the one out there playing, not me.
Vitya.
Right, I'm off. Bye, Auntie Sylvia. Bye, Spotter. I hope you'll be cheering me on.
Oof.
Good luck.
And boom! We get 2 in one episode. We've got a decision to make. Do we obey 5th Sector or take a stand and fight? Except it's not a question because it tells you at the end of the sentence. Arian is most definitely going to fight. But it's about what his teammates think. Especially Victor with everything that's going on there. So, have you each made a decision? We're sorry it took so long to tell you, but we intend to carry out the orders we were given. We don't want to risk the chance to lose football. Arian, what about you?
I've thought about it and thought about it some more, but I'm certain that I want to play real football.
Unbelievable. He never stops.
But not on my own. I want to step out there together with my Raimon teammates. That's why I want to take on 5th Sector, so we can all play real football together. Me too.
Me too. I've decided to fight. In that case, I have no choice. I'm going to follow you, Rick. You are? I'm not sure I really care about my grades that much, and I had too much fun in the first round to just walk away.
Great!
5 of them are standing firm in spite of the threats from 5th Sector. Sherwin's at the center of it again.
Okay, get ready to leave for Almighty Faith. Almighty Faith's a bit tricky to get to by road, so we're going to have to walk some of the way. Make sure you're prepared for a hike.
That was dodge if you couldn't tell. Right, so we actually have a little bit more work to do if we are to get this match with Almighty Faith. I'm sure you will remember from Inazuma 11-3, every single match had a bit of a prelude where you'd actually have to make it to the stadium in the first place. I guess that was kind of true with Inazuma 11-2 as well, but also exploration was the main aspect of the whole game. So, you know, you could perceive that how you like. But it wasn't too great in Inazuma 11-3. You'd have to explore quite generic places. They were all filled with random encounters. Oh, I was nearly able to get this one. Just needed a colourful bracelet. That's frustrating, but never mind. It's much better in Inazuma 11 Go, rather than everything being quite a faceless, you know, just generic path with random encounters. Here, most of the random encounters are someone you actually speak to and play on a voluntary basis, and they genuinely feel like real areas that would exist in the real world. We've got this curving hillside path, and then we go into a tunnel with a road in it, and then just some villainous secret base. You know, we'll ignore the tunnel emergency exit that gives you the creeps. But oh wow, there's definitely random encounters everywhere. I might as well do one. And I'll just cut back to the victory screen, because if we look on the bottom of the screens, we got the Almighty. What a name for an item. But yeah, so that's just another reminder about how PAL packs worked. If we want to recruit people from, say, the battle I just did, most of them are going to require a random drop item, such as the Almighty. There's a different item for every single location in the game, sometimes 2, I would probably guess. And you just got to do lots of random encounters if you want to have them all. Now then, this was the main point about random encounters I wanted to bring up. Random encounters are almost completely optional in this game, but there are exceptions, and on these pathways to the stadium, yes, some people will just randomly run up to you and force you into a football match. But that's not so bad, because some people would just go the entire game without doing a single random encounter otherwise, and you do need the experience, you do need to do some random encounters sometimes, but for the most part they're optional, and it's much better than random encounters which absolutely could not be turned off in Inazuma 11 3 and prior, unless you had a very specific equipable item on Mark Evans. The whole thing was a bit of a pain. So that is actually the end of the pathway to Almighty Faith. But as you can see, yeah, it's a brand new area that looks nice. We'll never need to come back here again, unless I ended up on some really complicated PAL packing route. But we're here at Almighty Faith. Decent interlude.
You got here at last, eh, Blade? Nice to see ya!
Infinity.